Hey everyone, welcome back to the Southern Dogmen podcast. It's been a little bit of time. Been real busy working, been out of town, haven't had my recording audio with me. So I went ahead and dropped 2 episodes in 1 week. Hope y'all enjoyed the episodes. I see that we're growing. The YouTube's growing. All of our podcasts are starting to really pick up, getting a lot of downloads and everything. So I really appreciate it. Y'all keep sharing. Share it with anybody. Sharing it is what's going to make this thing grow. I hope y'all are liking what I'm putting out there. Trying my best, try to please everybody. Today's episode, we're going to talk about one big competition hunt for this year. Probably going to be one of the bigger ones in an organization. But on the back end of this, we're going to have something really special. I really want y'all to listen to it. Y'all just hold with us. It's going to get good. That's all I got to say. But the man of the hour, I got him here with me, Mr. Butch Spivey. How you doing this evening, buddy?
I'm good, bud. How are you?
Man, I'm doing good. Just got out of the woods, been sweating a little bit, trying to run some dogs, and gave you a call, and you agreed to come on here tonight, buddy.
Well, I appreciate you having me, buddy. Always a pleasure talking to you.
Yes, sir. So how you been, man? I know it's kind of the off season. We chit chat, but how's life going? How's the dogs right now?
And it's going good. We've got some puppies here at the house that we're really high on. We got high hopes for them this year and next year, and it's really looking good.
Yeah.
We've kind of not hunted too much lately up here in the Mississippi Delta. The snakes are so bad right now that we need to let it cool off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll start getting them in the woods a little more.
Well, we know the competition season's kind of getting rolling, and
it is.
I say it's one of the bigger hunts of the year for the UMCA and stuff like that. It's your buckle series hunts.
Correct.
Let's talk about it, man. I know I've seen them big old pretty belt buckles you always posting. I remember Deucey Dakota posting that one around his dog's neck, man. I said, "Oh, I'd like to have me one of those." Let's talk about it a little bit.
Okay. So the the way that the buckle series started was, most everybody that knows me knows that, I rode bulls for a long, long time and rodeo cowboy, and so anytime that we had a rodeo and we couldn't get contestants in it, we would give buckles away to the winners. And so when I put a hunt on, our numbers were low at the hunts, and it'd be 12 or 15 dogs at it, and I said, well, let me give some buckles away to the winners, and I had some people laugh at me and say that the buckles are for the cowboys, but it really turned out nice, and it proved that if you put them hunts on and you give away the right prizes, that people will come. I think the first one we had, it had maybe 26 dogs in it. And then the second one we put on, we had, I think, 32 dogs in it. And I can't remember the third one. But no single dog won all 3 buckles. Deucey Dakota won 1. Lynn Johnson won 1. And I'm sorry, but I cannot remember who won the third one. And then the coons here in the night dogs, coon dogs, Robert Martin won 2 of them, and Casey Durr won the other one.
See, I didn't even know y'all were doing them for the coon hunts. I'd forgot all about that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We do them for, if we do for one, we do for the other.
Now, how long ago did y'all start this? I mean, this is going to be the 3rd year of it, right?
No, this is the 2nd year. We just started it last year.
Oh, so you threw 3 buckle hunts last year. Wow.
Yeah, I did 3 last year, and then I had a guy from Alabama, Adam Rainey. He called, and he wants to get in the buckle series, so he's having one in Alabama. So he'll be giving buckles away at his hunt, at his UMCA hunt.
So
And
there'll be 3 of them this year then.
there will be 3 of them. The first one is October the 18th in Holly Bluff, Mississippi. The second one is November the 29th in Holly Bluff. And then I think Adams is like November the 18th or 19th, something like that. You have to look at the website to see, but, there's 2 in November and 1 in October.
Yeah. Now,
So somebody will have a chance to win. There'll be 6 buckles you'll have a chance at if you have a coon dog and a squirrel dog.
and like you said, man, giving away good prizes, it seems like it kind of draws more people in, and you having 32 dogs at one hunt, man, that is fantastic. That's one of the bigger hunts when there's no money involved or anything.
I think it might have been and I may be wrong about this, and I'm not tooting my horn, I promise you, because without the guys that we hunt with, it's not possible, but it may have been one of the biggest UMCA hunts that's ever been put on. And all I did was come up with the idea, because I can tell you it takes a lot of people to pull one of the bigger hunts off.
Yeah.
You got to have guides, and you got to have people doing the books, and at our hunts, we cater. So when you come in, pay your entry fees, you'll have a chance at a buckle. We'll probably hunt 4 rounds because it's so many dogs in it. And then you get fed. We fellowship. It's some of the best dog men in the country that come to them hunts, and we don't have any arguments. It's just a great family environment, and it's just super fun.
Now, y'all being in Holly Bluff, I take it y'all probably hunting them down in the Delta then, correct?
We hunt in the absolute center of the Mississippi Delta.
Best hunting in the country.
As good a hunting, I think, as anywhere you can go. I know that squirrels were plussed in every round in all 3 of the hunts last year. I think it was like, I don't remember what it was, and I don't remember. It was 20-something, over 20-something squirrels seen last year at one of the hunts.
That's a fantastic day of competition hunting right there.
It is. It's just, we've got just a great place to hunt, and it's easy walk. It is completely flat. There's no hills where we hunt, so anybody can come hunting.
Well, for the coon hunting guys, I take it there's a pile of coons down there in the Delta too, correct?
Probably more coons than it is squirrels.
Well, coon hunters that's always wanting to plus some coons up, y'all need to take a trip down here.
They plussed them in every round last year.
Yeah.
So we did not have a round 1 with circle points.
Man, that is
fantastic.
Which
which makes you feel good.
Mm-hmm. Now, that part of October, is all you leave's going to be off the trees, or is they still going to be hanging a little bit?
There will be some leaves on the trees here, but it was leaves on the trees in October last year, and we plus squirrels in every round last year.
Okay.
So even with the leaves on, I don't think anybody came back with circle points. I mean, with circle points that won the cast.
Yeah.
There was dogs that had circle points, but I think every cast winner had plus points.
Man, you can't beat that at all. Like I said, guys, this is Butch Spivey. He's doing the Buckle Series hunt. If anybody with OMCBA dog or UMCA dog, an LMC dog, y'all check this hunt out. I know it got blasted all over Facebook and stuff last year, but it's a fantastic hunt. Ask anybody who went, everybody was ranting and raving about it.
It is a very good hunt that we enjoy because, all of our buddies come to it and support it, and we meet new people, and it's just been great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, we'll have, like I say, we'll have 3 of them this year. 2 in Mississippi, 1 in Alabama.
All right, and the 2 in Mississippi, you said they're going to be in Holly Bluff and
Holly Bluff, Mississippi.
The Alabama one, it'll be Florence, Alabama, ain't it?
Florence, Alabama.
Florence,
That's correct.
Alabama.
It's up around Pickwick, Alabama, Mississippi, and Tennessee right there in that corner.
All righty. Well, guys, if y'all are looking for a good hunt, y'all check these out. I know the Facebook and everything's going to start talking about it soon. They're coming up. I mean, you got a handful of weeks, and the first one's going to be here.
That's right. And we don't give, for the guys that we don't give cheap buckles out. We give Bob Bird buckles. Bob Bird made the buckles for the National Finals Rodeos, so there's something pretty special that you can hang on the wall or wear that, they're not cheap looking by no means.
What's the process of getting one of them made? I mean, is it a pretty long process to get them made up, or?
It takes about a month. You can get them made in a month. I've got an agent that I call and tell them what I want, and then they're shipped directly to my house. So it's a pretty easy process.
Yeah.
They're just not cheap.
Got one made up yet? You can post a picture of?
Well, I do. I have. I've got the ones from last year. I don't have the pictures of the ones this year, but I will send you the pictures of the ones from last year, and you can put them on the website or whatever.
Yeah. Get them over here to me, and we'll get them posted on there, and hopefully this thing will help you grow. Heck, you might have 40 dogs show up. It might be a 2-day event.
Yeah, and that's fine. If it takes 2 days to do it, then that's what we're going to do. We're here for the hunters, and we're not going to cut no dog short. And the right dog wins it. We usually after the first round, we'll have non-hunting judges that go to the woods with them, where there ain't any controversy about it. But but with the UMCA guys, I mean, we don't have controversy. We've had some disagreements, but I've never seen an argument.
Yes, sir.
Myself.
All righty.
So they're great hunts. Bring your family to them. I mean, it's a great environment. You don't have to listen to the foul language and the arguing, and that's the fun part about it.
Yes, sir. Y'all got some decent hotels to stay in that area and everything?
And that's one thing about the Delta, and maybe one reason there's so many squirrels, because the closest hotel is probably 30 minutes from there.
Okay, that ain't too bad.
It's not bad, and it's a straight shot, straight up 61 highway, and get right to the clubhouse, go up 61, turn on 16, and then you're right there. So, but yes, we have some really nice hotels pretty close.
Good deal. Well, it sounds like y'all got her set up right, and I hope
sir.
I hope you have a fantastic turnout this year, buddy.
Well, I hope you come to them.
Man, I'd like to. I'm hoping I could make one. I want to get my hands on one of them buckles so bad I can't stand it. I ain't gonna lie. So,
yeah, they're really nice.
So, well, let's transition over into this other thing. I heard about this last year from Mr. Brent Waddell, and he came and spent time with you, and he came back and he said, it's something that everybody should be able to experience it once.
It's life-changing.
I'm not going to go into details about it. I want the man behind everything. I want you to talk about it, because this is kind of your baby. I know you said you've got some people that help you put it on, but got a special story behind it and everything as well. So kind of tell everybody what it is we're talking about that you try to do every year.
Okay, so we do a hunt every year. We do a handicap squirrel hunt. So, and some of the people are in wheelchairs. Some of them can walk, but they're handicapped. And the way this deal started, and it started, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. Let me back up just a little bit, and I'll tell you kind of how it got started. Excuse me. So in June the 9th of 2019, I got ill, and I was put in the hospital June the 9th of 2019. I had a liver transplant October the 16th of 19, and I finally got out of the hospital December the 19th of 19. So I spent 6 months in the hospital. I went in at 200 pounds. I come out at 86 pounds. I didn't have enough energy to walk. And when I got out of the hospital, I was kind of down on my luck, feeling bad and just feeling sorry for myself, I guess. Well, my brother-in-law come pick me up one morning. He said, "We're going hunting." And I said, "Man, Rocky, I can't go hunting." And anyway, he gets me in a deer stand and, has to pick me up and put me in there. And so, and then I was getting a little stronger. And then a buddy of mine, Tim Gibson, he would get me and he'd take me squirrel hunting. And I couldn't walk very far, so, but they were there to help me. And my absolute best friend in the world, his name is Chris Hartley. I call him Bubba, so everybody, you'll hear me talking about Bubba. They all done for me, and there was, they didn't expect nothing. They just wanted to get somebody in there, get me out there and get me hunting. And so after I got a little healthier, I got to thinking about it, and I said, what can I do to give back? Because I know what it's like now to be bedridden and sitting in a recliner and not being able to do. And so I called a buddy of mine, Dan Robinson, and I said, I want to do a handicap squirrel hunt. And he said, "Well, Butch, you can't do that." And I said, "Well, why not?" And he said, "Well, the kids can't get around." So we got some track chairs, which are they're motorized wheelchairs, but they have tracks on them, and they go really well. So we found some property that was planted in 25-year-old WRP. And for people who don't know what WRP is, it's trees up here that are planted in rows, and they're about 20 foot apart. Well, when they get about 20 years old, there's no undergrowth in it. So you can take them wheelchairs and just go through there. So the first year we did it, I think we had five handicapped children. I called Mr. Robert Martin. A lot of people know Mr. Robert, world champion Rufus. And I told Bubba we wanted to do that. So the first year, I think we had 5 kids. We killed 44 squirrels and 9 coons that one day. And I said, "Man, this thing right here may really take off." So then we partnered up with Chris Ashley at Small Town Hunting. And Chris had a big place in the Delta that we started putting the hunt on. And Chris had a handicapped child, and his name was Hayden Ashley. And Hayden passed away about a month and a half or 2 months ago. So the hunt has always been called the handicap hunt. Well, from now on, the hunt will be called the Hayden Ashley Memorial. That'll be the handicap hunt. And what we do, we take the kids squirrel hunting. All the shells, all the guns are furnished. Motels are furnished. All the food's furnished. If you don't have gas to get your kids there, we'll pay for that too. We want you to bring the kids. It's not about the dogs. I don't care if you got Dub or you got Rufus or you got Hawk or State. It's not about the dogs. It's about the kids. And, some kids may kill 1 squirrel. Some may kill 8. As long as they have fun. Kind of funny, my brother-in-law, Rocky, and Philip Johnson had 2 kids with them, and they wasn't seeing any squirrels. So the way that we get the kids around, we get a side-by-side, and we'll hook a trailer behind it, and we'll run either 2 or 3 of them track chairs up on that trailer, and then we'll carry them to the woods. They'll back track chairs off, and then they'll go hunting. So it was kind of middle of the day, and wasn't nobody hunting. So Rocky and Philip, they wanted the kids to have a good time, so they left the kids on the trailer, and they go mud riding. So when they get back, you can see nothing but the white on these kids' eyes and their teeth. I mean, they had the best time in the world. We go out at night. We carry them coon hunting. We buy 100 quail every year. And in the middle of the day, the mid-round, middle of the day when we're not hunting, we go back and eat, and then we'll have a quail shoot. So all the kids get to shoot quail, and then we go on an evening hunt, and that's on a Saturday. I kind of went a little too far. So Friday night, all the dog handlers will come in, and we have steak night. So when you come up there, you eat free steak. We put you up in the lodge, and then we kind of pick the teams, who's going with who, and then the next morning we kick it off and go from there. And I don't know how many squirrels we killed last year, but we killed quite a few.
Mm-hmm. Well,
but it's about the. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let's back this thing up for a second.
Okay.
You said you got your hands on the track chairs. How did y'all go about getting those? Because anybody who's kind of seen these things, they get pretty pricey. How did y'all go about getting these track chairs?
We so the way that we get our kids is through Southern Outdoors Unlimited.
That was another
Southern
question I had.
Yep.
Is if they're having to kind of enter for this or something like that.
You only thing you have to do is sign up.
Okay.
There's no limit on the kid. If we get 50 kids there, then I'm gonna have the dogs there.
Mm-hmm.
So I will never turn a kid away at it. And the deal, like I say, these kids don't care if they kill a squirrel or not. They want to come up there and be normal for a weekend and just live life.
Yep.
And there's nobody that ever leaves there that's not smiling. We give one of them track chairs away every year at that hunt.
Wow.
And they are expensive, but we try to raise money to buy a chair. But on the chair reveal, if you was to ever see it, it'll bring a grown man to his knees.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's because we pick a family that is, I'm not gonna say less fortunate, but maybe don't have the funds to get one of them chairs. So we'll go in and pick a family, and we don't tell them they're getting a chair. And then we'll invite them to the squirrel hunt, and they'll be in their little motorized, chair that you run around Walmart in or whatever. Well, then we'll call them up at Saturday morning before the hunt, and we'll unveil the chair and give it to the recipient. And I'm going to tell you, it usually ain't a dry eye in the house. It's life-changing for them kids to get a chair. And when I say kids, we do not have an age limit on it. You can be 70 years old. If you're disabled, come on, we're going to carry you hunting. Mm-hmm. And I have it takes so many guys and ladies to put this hunt on. It usually takes about 100 people with dogs and volunteers to put this hunt on every year. It'll be people everywhere. But like I say, when you come through the gate, it costs you absolutely nothing. We pay for every motel, for handlers, children, their family, whatever. It's just a day they can get away and just be normal for a weekend.
Yeah. Now, how many years have y'all been doing this?
I think this here will be the 5th year.
And it's just growed every year.
Oh, it's growed. It was, like I say, it was either 4 or 5 kids the first year, and now it'll be 20. And then because more people hear about it. So I don't know how many it'll be this year. I don't do the booking of the kids. Yeah. Southern Outdoors Unlimited does that. They'll call me and say, Butch, we got 25 kids. That's all I need to know. I'll have the dogs and volunteers there. And if anybody has somebody in their family that is disabled and wants to come to the hunt, you can either go to Southern Outdoors Unlimited and sign up for the hunt, or you can call me personally. I'll leave my phone number at the end of it. You can call me personally. We'll get you in it. And we not only do we do squirrel hunts at Southern Outdoors Unlimited, we do deer hunts, we do hog hunts, we do alligator hunts, we got fishing trips. We do whatever with the outdoors that a kid wants to enjoy. And it costs the families absolutely nothing.
See, I didn't even know that y'all were doing all that stuff. I mean, that's something fantastic. It's getting these kids out and God,
The Lord has blessed us so much
yeah.
with this hunt. And, if you ever come to it, Robert Martin, my good buddy, uh, Robert Martin made the statement one time, they better not ever have the World Hunt the same weekend as a handicap hunt because he won't be at the World Hunt. It's that special.
I understand that 100%. It's
And we
life
bring
changing to everybody.
it is. And I got good enough friends and all, and they, we bring world champion dogs and world champion handlers in there for, for the kids to see and go hunting with. Like we had, and I don't remember all the dogs, but, we had Dub, which is Ducey Dakota's world champion dog. Mr. Laney Cottle has his reserve world champion. Robert Martin had a world champion there. So, it's a really fun event.
Mm-hmm.
And all them guys that come to it, they say, put me on the list, Butch, we will be back next year. And that makes you feel good knowing that, you're doing something for the right reasons. And we get no money or nothing out of it. We do it for the love of the sport and to give back to our sport.
Mm-hmm. Now, you say any kid can show up, take me, for example. If I wanted to come down to help, volunteer, be there, experience it, what would somebody like me have to do to be able to come down and help out with everything?
Call me on my phone.
Call you.
And I'll make it happen.
All right.
And the deal is and I always put too many dogs together, but I do it for a reason. You don't, it takes kind of a special dog to put these hunts on because you don't want a straight line dog.
Yep.
A really good pleasure dog, is what makes them, because you don't want a dog that goes out there 1,800 yards and then they got to go in there with a wheelchair and follow him in. So, we try to get them 200 or 300 yard dogs that are really good pleasure dogs, and and that's what we hunt. It'll be some dogs in there you've never heard of that are the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so fun of a hunt.
Well, sponsors and stuff like that, say if somebody wanted to donate some money to say go toward one of these chairs or to help feed some of the kids, is there a way that somebody could do that?
Yes, if somebody wants to donate, they can call me, and we'll go through the right process of getting on the list and getting the money for the squirrel hunt. The deal with Southern Outdoors Unlimited, we don't get, I'm not going to say we don't get sponsors because we do, but we get donations.
Yeah.
Like any company that wants to do it. But the deal is the only way that it can be advertised, their company or whatever, is by Facebook, because we don't advertise it on the streets.
Okay.
We've got a few hunting stores around here. They donate. The grocery store, they cut us a break on the meat and all, but it still costs a lot of money, because we'll have to rent 20 motel rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think we cooked 3 full ribeyes last year, 5 cases of chicken. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. And look, this is not my hunt. It was my idea, but there's so many people that just put their heart in this hunt that want to see it go. So no, it's not Butch's hunt. This is a hunt for everybody, and I would love for everybody with a squirrel dog to come to it, no matter where you're from. So we'll come in Friday night and we'll eat and talk about stuff. Like I say, we'll hunt Saturday morning. We'll shoot quail middle of the day. We'll hunt Saturday evening, and breakfast, lunch, and supper is served Saturday. And then if anybody wants to stay, we'll hunt until dinner time Sunday, and then let everybody break off and get back home.
Man, that sounds like an absolute ball. Sounds like it's a good time for everybody. I mean,
Oh, it is
I love,
so fun.
I love to get out and hunt with the kids. I mean, I couldn't imagine what that's like.
It's the good thing about that hunt is we got people that a lot of people bring their, and it really helps the hunters out because, I tell everybody, I say, bring your wife and kids to it
Mm-hmm.
because the ladies will go in and kind of see the effort that we put forward, that we're not just competition hunters.
Yeah.
We try to do it for the right reasons. And then when the ladies come to it, well, they automatically volunteer. What can I do? What can I do? And it's just a great, great deal. But I do have one rule in it, and I'll stand by this until the day that we quit doing it. You cannot come back to the clubhouse and brag on your dog.
Yep.
You brag on the kids. So it's not about the dogs. I don't care if you got the best in the world. It ain't about the dogs that weekend. And it's just, and it's been such a great, great deal. And
5 years strong, and it's just something that somebody said you couldn't do, and it's already turning out something like this. Where's it going to be in 10 years, 15 years, as long as it keeps going?
Right. I mean, I hope, yeah, and I hope that, we've kind of got the base of it. Maybe, and I'm not going to get out of it as long as my health stays healthy. But, maybe some of the young guys will come in and say, that's something that I want to do, or I may want to take it over. And we've looked at it in having more than one disabled hunt a year. We wanted to have them in a couple of other places because, there's kids out there that can't come to the Mississippi Delta.
Mm-hmm.
So, we had talked about doing some in other places, and that's something that we're working on now. And I would have to have somebody to help head them up out of town and all that. And, it's just, I don't know. It's just life changing. It is the most fun weekend we have all year long. It's no stress. It's no pressure. Whether your dog, them kids don't care if that dog trees a squirrel or not. I think this Ducey, Cody, which is a great friend of mine, he took some kids out there and they killed a possum or a coon or something. I don't remember, but anyway, they had not seen any mini squirrels, couldn't get on them, and so Ducey just goes up and hangs the coon or coon or possum, whatever it was, up in a tree and just let the kids go shooting at it. I mean, just for them to have fun.
Sounds like something Ducey would do.
Yeah. It's Ducey's always coming up with something, but it's usually good,
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to give him too much credit. But,
Dang, he's already got a big head. Don't make it no bigger, right?
Yeah, but he does great. But everybody, man, we have, Jeff Lancaster, Laney Cottle, Ducey, Robert Martin. Oh man, I really don't know. I would really have to sit down and think about the dogs that are there. But it's such a great deal.
Now, where in Mississippi is it y'all hold this? Is it over in the Holly Bluff area as well, or?
It ain't far. It's about 30 minutes from Holly Bluff. It's at a place called Panther Track, which is owned by Backwoods Attractants.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if we're going to hold it there this year or Cottonwood or where we're going to hold it, but it'll still be in the Delta. We might change it up this year.
I imagine it's all private land, so you ain't got to be worried about other folks and everything, ain't it?
Oh yeah, it's all private. Come in, lock the gate behind you. We have deputy sheriffs there that come and they drive the kids around and help us. And not that we need security because we don't. But our local sheriff's department, they jump in there and help us, and just an outstanding event. And it's always held in February.
It sounds like the whole town is kind of getting in on this. I mean, anywhere from the grocery store now to the police. I mean, It
They
sounds
do.
like everybody is rallying to be able to give these kids a good weekend, like you were saying.
It is. I'm very good friends with our sheriff here, Martin Pace, and Martin said, "Butch, you tell me what you need, and I'll have them there."
Mm-hmm.
They bring the sheriff's department buggies up there with the sirens and lights on them, um, and they help with the kids, and they enjoy it as much as we do. It ain't even like they're working while they're up there.
That's fantastic.
Um, but like I say, it's the more. I guess if we could raise more money for it, then we could. There's some stuff that we want to do, and we pay out of our pockets,
Mm-hmm.
to put this on. So if we could get some deals, maybe we could give another chair away, or everybody gets T-shirts, everybody gets hats. We give all the kids a bag to put their squirrels in. They're all embroidered bags. Um, they'll have the bags will have goodies in them. I don't put the bags together, but somebody puts the bags together. There's always something in there for the kids to fool with, and it may be more shirts in it, or just anything. Orange vest, and let me get to this right quick. I know I'm taking your time, but I don't want people to think that we're that we're unsafe putting the kids. So the way that it goes, you'll have a dog handler there. So let's say that I got Blaze there, and Blaze goes in there and trees, and I'll have 3 to 4 people with each handicap, with each chair. So we'll go in and we'll tie the dogs back, and then we'll let the kids come in there, and then we'll kind of pull the dogs off the tree and put them back. Well, then whoever's over the guns will load the gun for the kids, and get it up on their, if they're not real strong in their arms, and we have bipods for them and everything that mount to them chairs. We got one that he shoots his through a cell phone. So he's got a cell phone, he can blow on the trigger, and it'll make the gun go off. So it's
wow.
It's some technology in that deal, but nobody, the dog handler is the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever he says, if he says don't shoot, you can't shoot. So he has to have enough sense to make sure that everybody's out of the way and safe. In case somebody does kind of drop a gun down or something, that nobody's in the way.
Yep.
We've never had an accident at it because people are so careful. And the kids don't carry the guns. We have a gun guy that carries the guns and helps them. And, sometimes them chairs get stuck. So that's why we have 3 or 4 people that are in there to help to push them chairs out. And you'll just be laughing all day. I mean, it's just, it's a great, great event that we want to just keep it growing. I want to do it 1 year. I want to have it 1 year where I've got 75 kids at it.
Oh, wow.
And I know that's kind of unheard of, but that's my goal.
Well, listen, we got you on here. I don't have a big following, but, the podcast has got out. I think we're up to like 6,000, 7,000 people have listened now. So
that's pretty big in my book.
I ain't as big as some. I ain't Joe Rogan. I don't know if I'll ever be, but hey. But, if there's anything that the listeners can do,
mm-hmm.
donations, donating money, anything, what do they need to do? You said you're kind of looking for some stuff that could help y'all. I mean,
right?
What's some stuff?
What's
some stuff y'all are looking for, and how can we help?
We're looking for donations. We're looking for volunteers, and we're looking for new ideas.
Okay.
So, if somebody's out there listening to this deal, and maybe somebody's done hung up, they don't want to listen to it. But if somebody has a great idea and say, why don't they do this to do it? It may be something that we've overlooked, and somebody else can do it, man, we'll sure do it.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever helps the kids out, because like I say, this is not my hunt. This is their hunt, and whatever we can do for them to make it better, then I don't care whose idea it is.
Okay.
We just kind of got a base together, and then it's growing, and we've had people say, why don't we do this? Like Dan Robinson's idea was to go buy 100 quail in the lull of the day and just turn the quail loose and let the kids shoot the quail. And that was a great deal because we found a lady in South Mississippi that sells us a quail at a pretty good price. So, we kind of buy what we can afford. We furnish all the shotgun shells. We furnish the side-by-sides, the trailers. So all the kids really need to do is just bring their self and some, warm clothes, and we'll handle the rest of it.
All right.
Well, we have paramedics there, in case anything goes wrong. So we try to make it as safe as possible. And if something goes wrong, then we have paramedics or deputies or anything there that's got CPR skills and all of that.
Okay. And if there's anybody that wants to help, send donations or anything like that, do they need to reach out to you?
That's more than fine. They can call me and we'll get it in the right direction. And anybody can call me at 601-642-9640. I do go to bed at about 10 o'clock. I'm old now. But yeah, they can call me, and I don't have an office job, so you can call me any time of the day.
Okay.
I'll talk to anybody. You can text me, call me, whatever you want to do. I would love for everybody to get involved, and I would like for people to call and say, hey, what about doing this? And so, man, let's make it better and make it grow.
Mm-hmm. And that was one of the main reasons I wanted to have you on here. Like I said,
I do thank you for that.
Yeah, something like this I want to see grow. And I've talked about youth hunts before and stuff, but this is different, man. I mean,
it's different.
It is.
We do a youth hunt for the state of Mississippi every year, but it's kind of no comparison. And I can't tell you how it is. You just have to come see it one time for yourself.
Yeah. To
know how special it is. And if you ever come to it one time, then you don't have to be invited back. If you come to it and you bring the right dogs up there, you're invited every year. And we've never had anybody that walked up and said, "Man, I'm not coming back." They say, "When's the next one?"
Yep, I'll be back every year.
We're gonna be there. So just a great time, and I thank you so much for calling and getting this out there, because a lot of people know about it, but we don't we don't advertise it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's one of them deals that we kind of put the word of mouth out, and people they contact me, and then they come to it.
Now,
and we have people from different stuff. Let's see, we had Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia. There was another state in there. It was dogs from 5 states, maybe Texas. There was dogs from 5 states that came, and I'm wanting to get some dogs from up north.
Mm-hmm.
To come down and get to see the Delta and hunt with the kids.
Well, like I said, man, I've talked to several people, and I was headed down the road, and I was like, man, I'd like to have him on here to talk about it, because I want to see it grow. I want to help you the best I can, whether if I'm not there, but even if it's just sitting down with this. I mean, dude, even if I feel like if even 3 to 4 or 5 people call you and just send donations some way, it helps.
And you don't know how much I thank you for calling me about this.
Yeah.
Because I'm not one of these podcast guys that, I'm not going to sit here and talk about some dogs because I don't have a dog to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I got an old pleasure dog that, he may win here and there, but my deal is about putting hunts on. I enjoy putting hunts on, and I enjoy people coming and enjoying themselves.
Well, I'll say this: if I'm able to get there in February, I will be bringing a camera, and this podcast equipment will be with me, and we're going to film this thing. I'll sit down and talk to some of the kids if they want to.
I would love for you to,
just to get some more publicity on it, man. Because y'all are blessing these kids. It's something good. Few people know about it, and more people. It needs to have more eyes on it.
It's as much a blessing to us as it is the kids.
Yeah.
Just to see that, that one weekend may change somebody's life.
I mean, they may never been in the woods at all, and then they come down there one time, and it's,
we have a lot of them that's never been to the woods before.
Yeah.
They'll show up in tennis shoes and, just long sleeve shirts or a jacket. I mean, they're not hunters. They're kids that want to get to the outdoors, and, we just hoping we can help them.
Yeah.
Maybe they're depressed from sitting in the house, and we get up there and, hopefully we can make them forget about the world for a weekend.
You put any kid around Ducey Ducote or Brent Waddell, they might get burnt, but they're going to learn, and they're going to have some good times too.
And I'm going to tell you, you bring some guys up here that you say, man, I don't know if I want them guys around the kids. They're totally different.
Oh yeah.
They're just, their hearts are in the right place.
Yeah. It's different when all of us are out on a cast, because we're bullshitting, we're talking our crap, poking fun at each other, but all of us are tenderhearted. You get us around something like that, man.
Right.
It's hard to explain.
It is, but like at a competition hunt, I had a guy one time told me, he said, hey, minus my dog, and he said, I drove a long way. I got to do what I got to do. I don't know if you know that guy, but anyway.
Oh, gosh. I thought you was never going to speak to me again.
but it's all in good fun, But yes, I wish people would come to the buckle hunts and enjoy them. But the handicap hunt is way more important to me than any competition hunt in the world.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to do the main focus of this podcast about that. I want to see it grow. I hope people start blowing your phone up about it.
Me too. I would love for more people to get involved, and like I say, if they ever come to it one time, then it'll kick off. Yeah. But again, this year we will give another chair away. We'll raise enough money somehow. We get to the point where we say, man, it ain't no hope to get no chair, and then by the grace of God, just something will pop up and we'll get a chair.
Yeah.
And then that's probably my most favorite part about it, is when we do the chair reveal.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause it's like, them kids getting a new chair. I'll tell this right quick. Hayden Ashley was Chris's son, the one that passed away here a month or so ago. And we had got him a used chair because we couldn't find or couldn't afford a new chair at the time. So we got a hand-me-down chair, and he was a recipient year before last of the chair. And he had his used chair up there, and we was having some problems with it. And we wound up getting a new chair. Well, we revealed that chair at the hunt. Well, that style chair had just come out, and I was standing beside Hayden and his daddy, and Hayden said, Daddy, that's the chair we need. He said, I'm riding around in a Pinto. He said, that's a Cadillac right there. So them getting a chair is like us getting a new pickup truck.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they stay in all the time. And it's not just for hunting. Like, Hayden couldn't go to the beach anymore because his wheelchair wouldn't go. Well, when he got that track chair, then, man, they had to chase him down the beach. And them chairs will stand up, they'll lean back, and they're pretty amazing.
Yeah. Well, Butch, if there's anything I can do to help you to help promote this thing some more, don't be scared to reach out. I hope everybody who's listening right now, y'all reach out to Butch. Butch? Is there anybody else that they could reach out to if they, maybe somebody they may know in the dog community, or get in touch with somebody that helps with this on? Is there anybody else you need to mention or anything?
They can call Ducey, they can call Chris Hartley, they can call Robert Martin. All of them guys will be back every year.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, call them guys and talk to them guys, and don't take my word for it about how fun it is.
Yeah.
If anybody knows Robert Martin or Ducey or Jeff Lancaster or guys like that, Chris Hartley, just ask them how fun it is.
Mm-hmm.
And, like I say, we're looking for ideas, and we're looking for donations and sponsorships.
Yeah.
And every dime that we get goes to the kids. If we get enough money that we can buy a chair, and maybe we'll have a couple $1,000 left over, or a couple $100, it don't matter, then we'll get them some more T-shirts, or maybe we could get some hunting jackets, and because we already give T-shirts, and we give orange vest out, ball caps. So maybe we could give some more to the kids if we could get more donations to it.
Well, like I said, buddy, I hope having you on here is going to help you out a bunch. If y'all need anything, give us a call. And if you want to sit down and we can do a 3 or 4 way call. We'll get several of you on here, and if we need to try to do another one, hey, we'll November, December, January, right before the hunt, we'll try to do another one.
Yeah, and I would like to do that, because them guys them guys talk better than I do on these podcasts. I'm not, I don't talk real good on them, but they might could explain it better. Bubba, Chris Hartley, and Robert Martin, or Ducey, or Jeff Lancaster, or any of them. It's just I don't know. They may could tell you a little more than I could.
Yeah.
Because on every cast, guys see things different that I don't get to see.
Yes, sir.
Like because I'll have to be late going to the woods because I'm trying to get everybody together, and I don't get to hunt with them that early in that morning. Because I want everybody to be on the right cast, and I try to get, we kind of handpick who goes with who,
mm-hmm.
because I don't want to put 2 guys in a wheelchair and then 1 guy that can walk. If I got people that can walk, I like to try to put them together and and that way they can stay at the same speed.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's always worked out for us. We've sure been blessed and lucky on that part.
Like I said, buddy, I hope this thing is going to help you. If y'all need anything, reach out. And like I said, everybody in podcast land, y'all reach out to Butch. Find it in your heart. Heck, $25, $50 go a long way with this, whether it's buying T-shirts, orange vests, helping with the food.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you coming on here and talking to us, buddy. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure to do this, and you don't know how much it means for you to reach out and believe in what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because if people don't believe, it won't work.
Yeah. Well, I hope I'm able to get over there and make it this year. I'd like to enjoy it. Like I said, if I am, I'm going to have all my stuff, and I'll jump right in and help the best way I can, brother.
That's right. Bring your brother over and all that, and we'll have I promise you'll have a good time.
We will. Well, we've been going about an hour, brother. Is there anything else you want to hit on real quick?
That's it, buddy. And just, everybody have a great season this year, and be safe. And, if anybody wants to call and talk about the hunts or talk about a dog, whatever, my phone's always open.
Yeah. I'm gonna post your number with the posts and everything. That way people's got your contact information. Like I said, buddy, I hope they blow your phone up. Hope they keep you up at night. So.
Oh, that's fine with me. I mean, if somebody calls me at 11 o'clock, then I'm going to talk to them. And, I know I got buddies out there sitting there right now saying, I'm going to set my alarm clock for 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to wake him up. So, I got them kind of buddies now.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you so much for having us, Blake. And, it's sure been it's sure been fun for us. And maybe we can make it grow and hit that 75 kids one day.
Hey, it's going to hit it one day, man. When you put your head to something, I've already found out you will make it happen just to prove somebody wrong. So,
well, thank you so much for that. And it's we love it.
Yeah. Well, buddy, we appreciate it, and like I said, I hope to see you soon, and I hope this thing helps a lot and it helps you grow, brother. I appreciate you coming on tonight.
Thank you so much, buddy.
All right, we'll holler at you soon, brother.
Okay, buddy.
All right, see
Bye
you.
bye.